Father, in a world full of heartache and sorrow, I have found your love feeds my soul. Father, when I'm feeling I just can't face tomorrow, I have found your love feeds my soul. Father, in a world full of heartache and sorrow, I have found your love feeds my soul. Father, when I'm feeling I just can't face tomorrow, I have found your love feeds my soul. I have found your love feeds my soul. I have found your love feeds my soul. It's better than life, so I'll glorify you. Spirit within me, cry out your name. I have found your love feeds my soul. Father, when the stresses of this life weigh upon me, I have found your love feeds my soul. Father, when my dreams are laid in ruin before me, I have found your love feeds my soul. I have found your love feeds my soul. I have found your love feeds my soul. It's better than life, so I'll glorify you. Spirit within me, cry out your name. I have found your love feeds my soul. I have found your love feeds my soul. I have found your love feeds my soul. Better than life, so I'll glorify you. Spirit within me, cry out your name. I have found your love feeds my soul. When darkness is wielding the sword of despair, I cry out to God, hear my prayer. And suddenly joy rises up from within, in the knowledge you'll always be there. I have found your love feeds my soul. I have found your love feeds my soul. It's better than life, so I'll glorify you. Spirit within me, cry out your name. I have found your love feeds. Sing it now. I have found your love feeds my soul. I have found your love feeds my soul. It's better than life, so I'll glorify you. Spirit within me, cry out your name. I have found your love feeds my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river,
I've got peace like a river in my soul.
I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul.
I've got
Peace like a river, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river in my soul.
praise team's going to lead us. As I've said, if you'd like to come and pray, you may. If you want to pray at your seat, you can. If you want to sing and join these folks, get excited, that's cool too. Would you do that this morning?
Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. If you have some questions in the corners of your mind, traces of discouragement and peace you cannot find, reflections of your past seem to face you every day. But this one thing I do know, Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the way.
Hey Trinity family, my name is Shalonda Fernandez and I'd love to invite you to our second annual Lunch and Lemonade. It's going to be a wonderful time for fellowship and a great opportunity to honor all those volunteers here at Trinity that keep things running smoothly. So grab your family, grab your friends, head on out to the pavilion August 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Lunch is going to be catered by Two Reds Barbecue. There are going to be snow cones this year and of course plenty of lemonade. Also, we'll have yard games, water games, and lots of activities for the whole family. Hope to see you at this end of summer celebration.
on the list. So August 4th, don't forget we have Pizza with the Pastor for all the newcomers.
All right, and then on August 10th, we have Foodmobile coming right up. We need you to sign up. We will have a busy day that day and things going on, so if you can sign up and let us know that you're gonna help, that would be great.
And school starts right around the corner, so for church, August 18th is official move-up date for all the classes, nursery, We Church, and Kids Zone. Moving on up. And also on August 18th, we have the nursing home service. So if you have some time and can attend, I believe that's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, please come and help.
All right, and then we have August 25th is our really big day. We have lunch and lemonade, so we're super excited about that. And it looks like we're about 50% sure we're gonna get a dunk tank in addition to everything else. It's a catered event, and we'll have some games and things going out there, and we'll, I don't know what all. There's, snow cones, we're having snow cones, and barbecue, and fun.
And who doesn't want free lunch?
Me?
I mean, really.
I want free lunch. All right, so we're gonna need some pop-up tents. So I'll start to mention that over and over again. We need pop-up tents for the lunch and lemonade. We have one really nice one we've been using for Foodmobile, and we'll use that one, but you know how it was last year? It was warm. We were pretty grateful for the pop-up tents. So bring those lawn chairs, bring those along. We have a couple new picnic tables in the auditorium that will make their way out there for that. But it's really important. We need you to sign up, and that way we know how much barbecue and everything else to get. So please, please sign up for that.
Perfect. And one of the last things is September 8th is our child dedication and baptism and potluck. Another free lunch. Please let us know if you're wanting to follow the Lord in believer's baptism. Talk to Susie or Pastor Dave, and they'll get you on the list.
All right, so we always mention the signups. We have a couple things that are out there for those signups: Foodmobile and Lunch and Lemonade. But I want to remind you where you can find that, because we send them out via text message. But you can find those anytime if you go to our website, which is fctrinity.net. And then you go over to the right, you hit the Get Involved tab, and then you scroll down and click Sign Up Forms. That's where you can find those anytime. We always put those sign up forms there. So look for those whenever you need them. The other thing I'll mention is I sent out an announcement email yesterday, and if you're not getting that and you want it, please let me know. I mean, Pastor Dave always mentions about prayer request list. We can get you on that at the same time. Those are the same email groups. But let me know if you're not connected in a way that you want to be connected, and we'll make that happen. I'm going to take a brief intermission because I want to see who else here, and I'm having a hard time multitasking. And we're really glad you've joined us. Let's see, we have Gail Witt. Welcome, Gail Witt, and Cindy Wilson from Homer. Hello. You'll have to come and visit again soon, Cindy. We've got Beverly Arnold, and let's see, we've got Sandra Kirby. Nice to have you, Sandra. We've got Eva. Good to have you. We've got Vicki Copley and Jerry Beasley. What'd you say?
I said the pressure's on.
Pressure's on. Mom's watching. We got Gail Sigler on this evening, and let's see, I don't know if there's others of you. Feel free to reach out and say hey to us. We're happy to be here. Pastor Dave has another meeting in the other room. He's all healthy and well. Sometimes people get worried he's sick or under the weather. He's healthy and well, but he's in another meeting this evening. So I told him we'd handle it.
I think we can do it.
All right. So I had a devotion today. I was kind of looking at it, and I'm always like, what do I want to share with people? Because Pastor Dave always, when it comes to him, the blink of an eye, what's he going to share? Last week, okay, I'll tip you off. Last week, on the fly, we're sitting here 5 minutes before we start, and he's like, yeah, I'm changing my devotion. I'm like, okay, you'll never have me do that. So anyway, but this one was on patience, which is also something, I know, right? I'm watching your eyes bug out. I don't normally go there because, I'm fairly satisfied to not be a terribly patient person, but this one was actually really good. And interestingly enough, I put an app on my phone, and it reads the Bible to me, and I think it's the Dwell app, And it's really cool because it's got background music and it reads the Bible to me. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to try that. Well, then it prompted me to look for this. So this is Colossians 1, verses 10 through 11. So that you may live a life worthy of the Lord and please Him in every way, bearing fruit in every good work, growing in knowledge of God, being strengthened with all power according to His glorious might, so that you may have great endurance and patience. Do you consider yourself to be patient? That's a no for me.
That's a no for me too.
Our daily lives require us to exercise patience. Whether the issues we face are small or big, receiving a bad grade, dealing with a difficult coworker, experiencing conflict with a friend, or getting sick are all situations that require us to be patient. And it's often easier said than done. Unfortunately, we cannot control every aspect of our lives. The way others treat us and the situations we find ourselves in are sometimes simply beyond our control, and we have to find ways to cope with them. You had several months back where you had a serious situation way beyond your control,
Yes.
was it not?
And I was not patient.
And we learned, and we walked through it and continue to learn. So, how can we be patient in seemingly impossible circumstances? Romans 12:12 says, "Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer." In life we will face trials. However, as believers, we can find hope in knowing that we have a loving God who is in control of our lives. When we put our trust in His perfect plan rather than our own, we do not need to feel anxious, worried, or impatient. In addition, we do not have to struggle to find patience within ourselves. In fact, when we call upon God, He can give us the strength to be patient. While we may not understand the waiting period we are in, we can rest in the fact that God works all things together for the good of those who love Him. Rather than trying to make things happen, we can let go of the reins and give Him the power in our lives. If you are in the midst of a season of waiting, remember that God's plan is greater than anything we could imagine. As His children, He does not withhold good things from us. When we give our lives to Him and are faithful in prayer, He will work through us in incredible ways. I thought that was really good, as we think about our prayer list. Sometimes I find it hard to be patient on some of those things that don't just happen immediately. And the other thing that kind of jumped out at me towards the end of this, where it talks about He does not withhold good things from us. Sometimes we're so busy. Okay, I can talk about me. Sometimes I'm so busy waiting on that one good thing that I'm missing other good things He has for me along the way. You went through a lot of stuff as you were waiting for that one good thing, but hindsight, you look back and there were other good things that happened along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so anyway, so the app that I listened to on the Dwell app this morning, the passage that they read when it was talking about, patience and whatnot, and it was the 37th Psalm. And the thing that jumped out at me so many times in there is do not fret, do not fret, do not fret, do not. It was like in there 3 or 4 times. I'm like, well, okay, apparently I needed to hear that today. Do not fret.
Do not fret.
And then it all tied right in with patience. And I think that goes with our prayer list. So anyway, those are my thoughts for the day and where that took me today. So now remember, if at any time you want to share your prayer requests in the comments, we'll try to pick those up along the way. And oh look, we have some other folks that have joined us. Marcia Shelton, we've got Jennifer Plunk, Bonnie Trankel, and anyway, I'm so glad y'all are here, but feel free to share any other prayer requests. But we'll go ahead and get started on our prayer list. We always have praises, so be sure and send those to us as well. We're grateful for the ways that God works and gets us through all the craziness, right?
Absolutely. Sometimes we forget to say thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But we do have a ton on our prayer list. I was just telling Susie before we start, I opened my email just this week, and I'm like, whew, I feel like every week our list just keeps getting longer. But we do still thank God for the prayers that have been answered, of course, along the way. So we're going to start with our people that have cancer needs, cancer prayers. Tina Harrison's niece, leukemia and bone cancer. Debbie Ditchin, don't forget she is home on hospice.
Can I interrupt for a
Yes,
second?
please do.
Debbie Ditchin, good news, praise with Debbie right now. I mean,
Awesome.
she's definitely struggling, but Molly's in town with the baby
Oh,
visiting, so
good.
Debbie gets, to have a little time there with Molly and Molly with Debbie, so that's awesome.
That's awesome. And I think she was up around the 4th as well, so
Yep,
that's the
sorry.
start with her. No, you're good. Katie Bro, Terry Reynolds, Cass Haynes Ayers, Bev, assistant-in-law to the Potts, Al Clark, Gay lost his friend that has gallbladder cancer, Patty Utley, who I've known for years. She was our pastor's wife at Presbyterian Church in Leroy. Cindy Wendell's sister, Ron Gertis, Steve Barrow, and Ashley Reed.
And then some folks with health concerns. Dan Pearl, he had surgery yesterday and they believe that went very well. Franny Heckman has some major health issues and she's got another test coming up. I think it's on Friday. I can't remember for sure, but pray for her. She's got some serious health issues going on. Karen Brad, who has surgery tomorrow. Yeah. And I think she sent me a thing if I can, left knee replacement surgery. So she would greatly appreciate prayers and for herself and the team that's doing the surgery as well. Anthony Cheatham also has surgery tomorrow. And Alice Burton, Mike Alexander having surgery tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a busy day.
It is a busy day. Mike Ashby, who's dealing with health issues, and Melinda Del Rossi, both of those could use prayer. Frank Cunningham is dealing with leukemia. Pray for him. Pastor Dave visited with him today, and of course he's still grieving the loss of Tracy, but he and the family went on a little vacation, and he's back home,
Oh,
and
very
so
nice.
that was a lovely thing for them to get to do. So a praise with the prayer.
Yeah.
Oftentimes they come together. Kim Condor, Steven Sigler with his back and leg and hip pain, Bonnie Trinkle, Angela Pearl, Marcia Shelton, shoulder surgery recovery. It was good to see her on Sunday.
It was, yep.
So, Rhonda Timmons, she's doing well after her surgery, but we want to continue to pray for her recovery. Carrie Jasmine has knee surgery coming up, and they're also going to be going on vacation here in the next few days. They'll be leaving on vacation, so pray for travel mercies for Dave and Carrie Jasmine as well. Carla Lytell, pray that she just gets to complete recovery here after her surgery. Ron and Barb Cisco, Tobin, that's Gay Louse's nephew. And Malika said we can take her off because she's doing marvelously well.
I asked her last night. She said, yeah, she's doing fantastic. So
Awesome. Fanny Dickinson, Jeff Witt, loss of vision due to a stroke. Dave Floyd, Don Lance, who has really debilitating arthritis that's really painful. Jeanette Hansen, Kate and Cody Johnson, Esther Sigelke, David Price, Todd Witt, Abby Cannon, pray for Ralph King, and John and Becky Bird, Daryl Kirby, and Bob Stroll. We want to continue to pray. They all just have a whole variety of health issues.
And moving on to our older folks that have different challenges. Mary Lou Gillis, she is actually at home on hospice. Sharon Pearl, and I believe you said Pastor Dave touched base with her this afternoon. She's not feeling 100%, but he did get to speak with her over the phone. Donna Thacker, Dorothy Eddings.
Yeah, let me,
Mhm.
that she passed away early this morning, so we
Aw.
want to pray for
Her
their
family.
family. Yeah, sorry, I didn't cross that
No.
off for you.
You're good. Ella Nicely, Pat Green, Edna Thompson, Betty Clacy, Jan Orcutt, and Deanne Miller.
All right. And then grieving, as I mentioned, the family of Dorothy Eddings. That would be Diane and Darwin Richmond
Yes.
up in
I
Bellflower.
did read
That's Diane's mother. So pray for that family. Pray for Ella Mae and the rest of the family, Misty and Eric, as they have the funeral tomorrow, the graveside service for Brad Nisley. And then the family of John Homan, Deanne Miller and family after the death of Dick. And then, of course, continue to pray for Frank Cunningham and his family.
Other needs, we have Samantha, who's leaving an abusive relationship. Tina Quinn has some unspoken needs. Tina's friend also needing a place to live and a job. Janelle Potts, unspoken. Roger and Sue in Africa. Adam Schneeman and his family. Kim Ashby parents, who are the Streaker family. Taylor Burris. Of course, our troops, the wars, our country, President Biden, and last but not least on that list, medical personnel and first responders always.
All right, I'll add one more of the other needs. Pray for Stuart and Diana Drake. They're going to be traveling to come up and see Mary Lou Gillis, so if you would pray for them as well, that would be great. And then our Trinity Ministries, pray for Pastor Dave and the church leaders and church board items. There's just a lot on their plate, a lot on Pastor Dave's plate right now. Pray for our teens, the Young at Heart group, and the kids classes. There's a lot going on in the kids classes. They have some things that'll be coming up through the fall, and just pray for those ministries and the extra things going on. Pray for our missionaries. Pray for our small groups. We're starting to work towards getting small groups up and rolling again this fall, so pray for wisdom and direction and people to have a heart to be involved and grow and learn and change, and that's how we facilitate all that growth and change in the right direction with our small groups. Pray for the staff search, and then pray for Lunch and Lemonade. You know, it's a big event, but it's a fun event, and it's important because one thing is we're honoring all of our volunteers, and I counted today, I did the count. 146 people in this church have volunteered in some way, shape, or form since Lunch and Lemonade last year.
Wow.
I know, it's amazing, you know. We don't even always have that many on a Sunday morning, you know, but there are over 200 people who regularly come, you know, once every month even, you know, we have about that many. But it's super exciting that we counted almost 150 people
That's a lot.
that are volunteering. And, you know, it's so exciting because, like, I was talking to Pastor Dave about it, and even one of those was a child that wanted to volunteer. He could have been in one of the older classes at VBS, but he wanted to volunteer. That's the future of our church, are the people who are willing to give of themselves. And when it can start with a child, how amazing is that? So anyway, that's a really important event because we want to honor the volunteers. And it's a really important event because of the community it helps us have as a church. And even beyond that, we have invited other people because some of the volunteers, like 5 or 6 of those volunteers that we counted within that, don't even come to church here. But they show up and they volunteer for Food Mobile, they volunteer for other things that we do here. So anyway, pray that you know, could reach people, and we invite people to invite people. That's our whole thing, invite people. So anyway, that's enough rambling from Susie. So all right, so let's go ahead, and if I've been checking here, I haven't seen any other prayer requests come in, but certainly you know, you can go ahead and send those and we'll make sure to share them. But let's take this time now and go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this time. Thank you for the opportunity to come to you. And we can come to you freely. And we can come to you and share it out online, Lord. we're so grateful for that freedom, Lord, and we're grateful that we can come to you, that you welcome our needs and us coming to you with our praises and our requests and all the things that are on our heart, Lord. And as we come, Lord, I just pray for all these folks with cancer. Cancer is a terrible thing, Lord, but you are there with these people every step of the way, and I pray that you would lift them up, each and every one of them, in a very special way, Lord. I pray for Tina Harrison's niece and what she's dealing with, leukemia and bone cancer. Lord, I pray for Debbie Ditchin in a very special way. Lord, it's been a struggle. It's been a long haul. And Lord, it takes its toll on her. Obviously, she's on hospice now. Lord, but it takes its toll on Mike and on the kids. And I pray that you would be with them and strengthen them and just wrap your arms around them. Lord, I pray for Katie Bro and Terry Reynolds and Cass Haynes Ayers. Lord, I pray that you'd be with them with their cancer. And Bev, the sister-in-law of the Potts, I pray that you would be with her. Lord, I pray that you would touch Al Clark as he deals with his cancer, Lord. And I pray that you would give him full confidence in you and whatever stage he is in with this and whatever the doctors are doing, I pray that you would encourage him. Lord, I pray for Gay Louse's friend that's got gallbladder cancer. Lord, I pray for Patty Utley and Cindy Wendell's sister. And Lord, I pray for Ron Gerdes. I know he's had a long struggle at this point with his cancer. Lord, I pray for Steve Barrow and Ashley Reed. I pray that you would just touch them all and bless them and encourage them. Lord, the folks with health concerns, I pray that you would be with Dan Pearl and help him as he recovers, Lord. And I praise you that there were good reports after his surgery. I pray that you would help that recovery go well. Lord, I pray for Franny Heckman. Lord, be with her, encourage her family as she deals with some serious health issues. And I just pray that you would just touch her physically and be with them and help them to build strength and faith in you as they walk through this. Lord, I pray that you be with Karen Brad. Help her with her surgery tomorrow. Be with the team of surgeons and all the medical personnel, Lord. Be with them. Pray that you would help Karen to have a speedy recovery, a complete recovery, and great relief with that knee. Lord, I pray that you would be with Anthony Cheatham as he has surgery tomorrow, Lord. I pray that you would help that to be successful as well and help him to take the time he needs to rest and recover. Lord, I pray for Alice Burton. Pray for Mike Alexander as he has back surgery tomorrow. Lord, I pray for Mike Ashby and Melinda Del Rossi. I pray for Frank Cunningham and his leukemia. Lord, I pray for Jim Utley and his surgery to remove a kidney stone that's coming up. Lord, I pray that you would be with him and let that surgery go well. Lord, I pray for Stephen Sigler and his back and leg and hip issues that he's having. Pray for Bonnie Trinkle. I pray that you would strengthen her and help her to feel better. Pray for Angela Pearl, Lord, that you would just help the doctors to know what her challenges are and how to help her. Lord, I pray for Marcia Shelton as she recovers from her surgery. I pray for Rhonda Timmons as she's recovering from surgery, and I praise you for the good reports that she's gotten this far. Lord, I thank you that Carrie Jasmine is doing better, but Lord, I pray that you would help her with the surgery that she's got to have and just help that be complete recovery. And Lord, I pray that you would help her to not have any issues on their vacation, and I pray that you would give them safety on their vacation. Lord, I pray for Carla Lytle as she recovers. Lord, help her to just get down this final stretch of recovering. Lord, I pray for Ron and Barb Cisco, for Tobin. I pray for Fanny Dickinson and Jeff Witt. Lord, I pray for Dave Floyd. Pray for Don Lance and Jeanette Hansen. Lord, you know the specifics of where their physical issues are. I pray that you continue to touch them. I pray that you be with Kate and Cody Johnson and Esther Sigelke. Lord, please be with David Price and Todd Witt. Lord, I pray for Abby Cannon. I pray that you be with Ralph King and encourage him. I pray that you would be with John and Becky Bird and give them strength and encourage them. Lord, I pray that you be with Daryl Kirby and his issue with his feet. Just touch him, Lord. And then be with Bob Sproul, who's been so sick. Lord, I pray that you would be with Mary Lou Gillis as she's on hospice, Lord. And I know that Stuart and Diana are coming. I pray that you would give them safety and give them all a good visit. I pray that you'd be with Stan as he comes as well. So Lord, just bless Mary Lou and her kids that are coming to see her. Lord, I pray that you'd be with Sharon Pearl. Lord, she did not feel well today, Lord, and I pray that you would help her to feel better and help her to have more strength in the days to come. Lord, I pray for Donna Thacker, and I pray that you'd be with Ella Knisley, and especially tomorrow, Lord. Help her physically, but help her tomorrow with the stress and the strain and the emotions of the day. I pray that you would also be with Eric and Misty and their families as they deal with that funeral tomorrow. Lord, I pray for Pat Green and Edna Thompson. I pray that you would be with Betty Placey. I pray that you'd be with Jan Orcutt, Lord, as she's wanting to get out of that hospital. I pray that you would help them find some place for her to go where she can get care before she goes back to her assisted living. Lord, I pray that you would help her find that, help them find that facility that will work for her. And I pray for Deanne Miller. Lord, I pray for the family of Dorothy Eddings, Diane and Darwin Richmond. I pray that you would be with them. Lord, I pray for the Homan family and the loss of John. I pray that you'd be with Deanne Miller and her family after the death of Dick. And Lord, please be with Frank Cunningham and his family. Lord, and thank you that they were able to get away for a family vacation and enjoy that time together. Lord, I pray for Samantha, this woman leaving an abusive relationship. Pray that you would be with the unspoken needs for Tina and Janelle. And Lord, I know there are other unspoken needs. Lord, we all have those. And I pray that you would just touch those individually, just as only you can. Lord, I pray that you would be with Tina Jameson's friend that's needing a place to live and a job. Lord, if that has not been provided yet, I pray that you would open the doors that need to be opened there. Lord, I pray for Roger and Sue in Africa. Lord, I pray for Adam and the challenges that he has. I thank you that he is doing well, Lord, but I pray that you would continue to help him going forward. Lord, I pray for the Streaker family and that you would help them with the challenges they have. Pray for Taylor Burris. Lord, I pray for the wars and the troops and, Lord, the craziness and the political stuff that's going on in our world. I could never even begin to enumerate those things, Lord, but you know all the challenges that are in our world, Lord, and most of all, you are in control, and we just praise you for that, and we ask you to work in all those things. Lord, I pray that you would be with the medical personnel and the first responders as well. And then, Lord, I pray for our church. Lord, I pray that you would be with Pastor Dave, that you would strengthen him, that you would encourage him, that you would touch that foot that's been bothering him this week, Lord, and just heal that for him. Lord, but I pray that you would give him wisdom and guidance and help him feel your very personal touch on his life. Lord, I pray for our church leaders and the board items, Lord, as they are dealing with so many different items going on and staff search. I pray that you would just touch them, guide them, direct them, give them wisdom, and show them clearly what your will is and the decisions that they need to make. Lord, I pray that you would be with all of our groups here at church, all the small groups that'll be starting again. I pray that you would let them come back together and be ready to grow and change and learn what you want them to learn, each and every one of them. Lord, I pray for the young at heart and the kids classes and the teens. Lord, I pray for all of them. And then, Lord, I pray for our missionaries. I pray that you would touch. There are so many, and they're all over, Lord. And we'll have some coming to see us October 6th, Lord, the Winfords. I pray that you would prepare for whatever's going to happen here when they come. Just prepare them for that and let people here prepare for them. Lord, I just pray that special touch for them. And then, Lord, I pray for the outreach ministries that we have here. Lord, coming up right around the corner, it's Lunch and Lemonade. I pray that you would let that be an event that everybody there would be blessed, would be encouraged, would feel the family relationship that we have only in you, Lord, and that you would make it a blessed event. Lord, I just thank you for this opportunity to come to you. Now, my friends, I'm going to give you a few minutes to go ahead and pray on your own for just a couple of minutes. So please go ahead and pray at this time. Lord, once again, I thank you for this time and thank you for this opportunity. And Lord, I'm grateful for these people who've joined us this evening, Lord. We know that where 2 or 3 are gathered, you're here with us. You hear our prayers. And Lord, you are in the midst of us, Lord. And I'm so grateful that that can be in this room and extend online. I'm grateful. So Lord, I just praise you and thank you for being with us this evening. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, my friends, thank you. Ooh, hey, wait, we got more people that joined us.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We have Kim Condor, hello. Boomer Dolbert, Steve Barrow, and Lena Gooding. Thanks for joining us, guys. I'm glad you were here with us tonight. So, anyway, have a fabulous evening and a wonderful rest of your week. And enjoy, and we'll see you again soon. And once again, in case you joined us late, Pastor Dave is not sick or under the weather. He's in another meeting because sometimes he gets people who text him afterwards and go, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He's good. He's all good. So, but thanks for caring about him. That's important. So have a great evening, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Good night.